Good evening to everyone. This is Santu Sahu, and yes, I am live here again. You are watching Sahu's tutorial, and in this YouTube video, here I will be covering Bloom's taxonomy from the syllabus of UGC at paper 1. Earlier, I had also made 5 to 6 videos on teaching aptitude. This is the 6th video. Do join quickly, and in this YouTube video, here I will be covering Bloom's taxonomy, the levels, the hierarchies, the levels of Bloom taxonomy will be covered one by one. Do join, and it will be easy to remember with tricks. So I'll be telling you some tricks how to remember these levels, and I assure you that with using that tricks you'll be able to understand or remember those levels of Bloom's taxonomy. Okay? I hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty. Do join quickly, and I'll be starting the session here. Yes, I think everything is okay, and here the PDF is also visible to all of you, and I am audible and visible to everybody. So do join quickly, and let me share the link in my Telegram channel. Okay, so before starting the session, this is my humble request to all the aspirants. Please make sure to subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon. So let's begin here. Let's begin here without wasting your time. An important topic, that is Bloom's taxonomy. Questions usually come, okay, you will get, okay, in every exams, okay, you will be getting, okay, one questions from Bloom's taxonomy, and this is the most important topic, okay, from teaching aptitudes. Okay, I have found, and even my students have also informed me that after analyzing the previous year questions, okay, I have found that each time, okay, they are actually giving questions from Bloom's taxonomy. That's why Bloom's taxonomy is very important topic from the perspective of UGC NET paper 1 exam. So let's begin with this PDF here. Do like the session and subscribe the channel. So you will see that Bloom's classification of teaching and instructional objectives. Okay? Classification of teaching and instructional objectives, that is actually is also known as here Bloom's taxonomy. Okay, Bloom's taxonomy. ठीक है? And here देखो टीचिंग का जो गुड एक ऑब्जेक्टिव शुड बी, टीचिंग का एक गुड ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या होना चाहिए? इट शुड बी स्पेसिफिक. क्या आउटकम होना चाहिए? आउटकम बेस्ड एंड स्पेसिफिक होना चाहिए. ठीक है? एंड द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स ऑफ टीचिंग एंड लर्निंग मस्ट इंटीग्रेट एट द एंड ऑफ द इंस्ट्रक्शन. एट द इंस्ट्रक्शन के एंड में टीचिंग एंड लर्निंग का जो क्या ऑब्जेक्टिव्स क्या इंटीग्रेट करना चाहिए. ठीक है? एंड देयर आर टू मेन वेज ऑफ क्लासिफाइंग इंस्ट्रक्शनल ऑब्जेक्टिव्स. One was given by, that is Benjamin Bloom, another was given by Gagny and Briggs. So we will be discussing two instructional objectives here. The first classification that was given by that is by Benjamin Bloom, and another was given by Gagny and Briggs. We will be covering here, okay, everything one by one. And in 1956 you see that Benjamin Bloom, ठीक है, in which year? In 1956 Benjamin Bloom headed a group of educational psychologists who developed what? Who developed classification of levels of intellectual behavior important in learning. तो उसने क्या किया था? उसने डेवलप किया था classification of levels of intellectual behavior important in learning. Bloom found that over 95% of the past test questions student encounter require them to think only at the lowest possible level, that is the recall of information. And now discuss here, that is Bloom's taxonomy. So the Bloom's taxonomy is actually it's set of three hierarchical models. Okay, Bloom's taxonomy is set of three hierarchical models which are used to classify educational teaching का learning का objectives. जो क्या करता है, जो classify करता है educational learning objectives into level of complexity and specificity. The model was named after Benjamin Bloom, who chaired the committee of the educators that revised the taxonomy. The three lists cover the learning objectives. One is cognitive, another is affective, another is psychomotor domains. So three domains, that is cognitive domain, that is affective domain, that is psychomotor domain. In short, you can write it down as CAF. Okay? CAF. So that is C stands for cognitive, A stands for affective, and P stands for psychomotor. So cognitive is actually associated with the intellectual thing. Okay, cognitive is associated with what? Intellectual. Okay, intellectual. Whereas affective is dealing with what? Attitudes, beliefs. Okay, attitudes, beliefs. These are emotional things. These are affective. Psychomotor is motor skill, physical skill. Okay, that is motor skill. So cognitive, affective and psychomotor क्या? ठीक है, चलिए इसको याद रखना. ठीक है. And here you see that first domain is the cognitive domain. And what I was saying that cognitive domain क्या है? Cognitive domain is actually it is related to the development of intellectual capability. ये क्या है? It is related to the development of intellectual capability, that is thinking or knowledge. It is the core learning domain. Okay. It is related to the development of intellectual capability, that is cognitive domain. And cognitive domain is also, there are 6 levels. In cognitive domain there are also 6 levels. Okay, Booms has also classified this cognitive domain into 6 levels. Okay, Booms has classified cognitive domain into 6 levels, so that it includes knowledge and development of intellectual skill. Cognitive domain, the cognitive domain, cognition contains learning skill predominantly related to mental or processes or thinking processes. That's why it is thinking or knowledge, intellectuality. That is cognitive domain. Learning process in the cognitive domain include a hierarchy of skills involving processing informations, construction, understanding and applying knowledge, solving problems and conducting research. So learning processes in the जो cognitive domain में learning कैसे process होता है? Through such stages like include a hierarchy of skill of involving processing information, constructing understanding, applying knowledge, solving problems and conducting research. There are 6 levels in cognitive complexity. One is, so cognition में cap जो था that is cognitive में क्या है? Cognitive also divided into 6. Okay, 6 levels. There are 6 levels. Okay, so here knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, evaluation. How you will remember? That it's KC. Okay, KC A2 SE. This is how you can remember this cognitive domain. Cognitive domain. ठीक है? Knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. We will be discussing what is knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, and synthesis and evaluation one by one. So how you will remember? That is KCA2 SE. Okay, knowledge, comprehension, that is understanding, application of the prior knowledge, that is analysis, break into parts and then analysis, then synthesis. Okay, after the breaking of the parts, okay, you are making constituent parts and synthesizing, okay, making it a whole, and then evaluation. This is the most highest level of thinking. Okay, evaluation. ठीक है. So KC, that is KCA2, KC, that is A2 and SE. This is how you can remember. ठीक है. So this is cognitive level 6 levels. Now what is knowledge and what is knowledge? Here you see, this is the picture. You can remember here that knowledge, comprehension, KC. Okay, then A2, that is this one, analysis and application, and then KCA2 ASE. And here you see that this is the knowledge is the lower order. क्वेश्चन आ सकता है कि लोएस्ट कॉग्निटिव डोमेन में सबसे लोअर ऑर्डर कौन है? नॉलेज है. ठीक है. हायर ऑर्डर का क्या है? इवैल्यूएशन है. ठीक है. कॉग्निटिव डोमेन में जो 6 लेवल्स है उसमें सबसे लोअर ऑर्डर क्या है? लोअर ऑर्डर में कौन है? नॉलेज है. और हायर ऑर्डर में कौन है? इवैल्यूएशन है. और नॉलेज क्या है, इवैल्यूएशन क्या है, दैट विल बी डिस्कस्ड. ओके, सो दीज आर थिंकिंग स्किल्स, नॉलेज, कॉम्प्रिहेंशन एंड एप्लीकेशन, एनालिसिस, सिंथेसिस एंड इवैल्यूएशंस. हाईएस्ट ऑर्डर ऑफ थिंकिंग स्किल इज इवैल्यूएशन एंड लोअर ऑर्डर हियर है नॉलेज है. ठीक है. व्हाट इज नॉलेज? नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस व्हाट इज नॉलेज. और नॉलेज इज द एबिलिटी. ये क्या है? जो सक्षम, जो एबिलिटी है क्या, टू रिकॉल डेटा और इंफॉर्मेशन को क्या करना है, रिकॉल करने में हेल्प करता है. दैट इज नॉलेज. That is, you see an example, a child recites an English alphabet A, B, C, D, E. So he is recalling and he is, that is, knowledge is the ability. This is the ability to recall data or information को recall करना. That is, you see, like remembering करना, memorizing करना, recognizing करना, recalling identification, recalling information, recall of information who are, who, what, when, where, how, and describing a things. Okay, describing a things. So these are the things that are related to knowledge. That is the ability to recall a data or information. That is a child recites the English alphabet. Knowledge is very, this is the lower order. Okay, you remember that this is the lower order. Okay, lower order, lower order, and here lower order of thinking skills. ठीक है, lower order of thinking skill, thinking skill. ठीक है, this is knowledge. Now let's talk about comprehension, that is understanding. Comprehension, that is understanding. Sometimes, okay, instead of comprehension they can give understanding. So this is understanding. ठीक है, so comprehension. Now comprehension is the ability of understanding the meaning of what is known. Okay, so comprehension क्या है, किसी चीज का अंडरस्टैंड करना, मीनिंग को समझना. ठीक है, समझना. So comprehension is the ability of understanding the meaning of what is known. जैसे कि कोई चीज को इंटरप्रेट करना, एक्सप्लेन करना, ट्रांसलेटिंग फ्रॉम वन मीडियम टू अनदर लैंग्वेज में, क्या वन लैंग्वेज टू अनदर लैंग्वेज, अगर तुमको समझ में आता है तब जाके तुम क्या कर सकते हो, ट्रांसलेट कर सकते हैं. Describing in own words, that is again explanations, or as well also organization, selection of facts and ideas, and retailing. So when you have understood, then you can also retell. So comprehension means interpreting some things, translating from one medium to another, describing in one's own words, and organizing and selection of facts and ideas, and retailing. So comprehension is the ability of understanding, that is comprehension. And you have application. Application क्या होता है, एक एबिलिटी होता है. Here application is the ability to utilize or use knowledge, to utilize करना और knowledge को use करना in a new situation. So prior knowledge को एक new situation में क्या करना है, apply करना, that is the application. Application is the ability to utilize or use knowledge in a new situation is known as application. That is it converts, okay, abstract knowledge into practice. It abstract knowledge को practice में क्या करता है, कन्वर्ट करता है. और एप्लीकेशन किसमें सक्षम होता है, प्रॉब्लम सॉल्विंग में, अप्लाइंग इंफॉर्मेशन टू प्रोड्यूस सम रिजल्ट, यूज ऑफ फैक्ट्स, टूल्स एंड प्रिंसिपल्स इन न्यू सिचुएशंस, दैट इज एप्लीकेशन. सो वी हैव डिस्कस्ड नॉलेज, कॉम्प्रिहेंशंस, that is K, C, then now A2, and within A2 we have discussed application, that is the ability to utilize or to use knowledge in a new situation. Prior knowledge को, previous knowledge को एक new situation में use करना, that is application. Got it? Now you have analysis. Okay, it involves, what is involve? Analysis क्या है? It involves breaking down a communication into its constituent parts in such a manner the relationship of ideas is understood better manner. क्या है, एक बड़ा पार्ट को छोटा छोटा पार्ट करके समझना. ठीक है, अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए एक बड़ा पार्ट को छोटा छोटा पार्ट में डिवाइड करके उसको समझाना. ठीक है, दैट इज एनालिसिस. इट इन्वॉल्व्स ब्रेकिंग डाउन अ कम्युनिकेशन, एक चीज को, कम्युनिकेशन को छोटा छोटा पार्ट में डिवाइड करके इनटू इट्स कंस्टिट्यूएंट पार्ट्स इन सच अ मैनर दैट रिलेशनशिप ऑफ आइडियाज इज अंडरस्टूड बेटर. ठीक है, इट रेफर्स टू द एबिलिटी, क्या है, इस जो एबिलिटी है टू डिफरेंशिएट फैक्ट्स एंड ओपिनियंस. ओके, डिफरेंशिएट करना, फैक्ट्स एंड ओपिनियंस को डिफरेंशिएट करना जो एबिलिटी होता है, दैट इज एनालिसिस हियर. अ लॉयर वाज एबल टू विन अ केस. देखो एग्जांपल क्या है, क्योंकि कोर्ट में एक लॉयर वो केस जीत, वाज एबल टू विन द केस बाय रिकॉग्नाइजिंग लॉजिकल फैलासिस. ओके, लॉजिकल फैलासिस इन द रीजनिंग ऑफ द ऑफेंडर, जो ऑफेंडर कर रहा था. सो हियर सम subtopics are like subdividing something to show how it is put together. जैसे कि एक structure of a heart. Okay, एक टीचर एक हार्ट का स्ट्रक्चर सिखा रहा है, तो उसका छोटा छोटा पार्ट लेके बड़ा हार्ट पूरा दिखा रहा है. Subdividing something to show how it is put together, छोटा छोटा पार्ट लेके बड़ा पूरा हार्ट को समझा रहा है. ठीक है, finding the underlying structure of a communications. Underlying structure communication का underlying जो meaning है, क्या structure क्या है, उसको समझना, उसको finding करना, motives को find करना. जैसे लॉजिकली जो बात कर रहा है उसको समझना. Separation of whole into a component parts. Okay, whole into a component parts, धीरे धीरे छोटा छोटा पार्ट में. Separation of a whole into component parts, and what are the parts of features. So this is actually here analysis. This is here analysis, and now this is synthesis. So we have discussed A2, that is application के बाद क्या आता है, analysis आता है. टीचर को कैसे जाना, टीचर जब पढ़ाता है, टीचर शुड फॉलो द मीडियम ऑफ टीचिंग, दैट इज फ्रॉम एनालिसिस टू सिंथेसिस। पहले उसको एनालिसिस तक सिंथेसिस जाना है, पहले एनालिसिस उसके बाद सिंथेसाइज करना है। A teacher should follow always this way of teaching, that is analysis to synthesis. Now we have discussed analysis. Now we have synthesis. What is synthesis? क्या है? It is basically about combining the constituent parts to make it a whole. क्या है? जो पार्ट जो हमने किए थे उसको अभी कंबाइन करना है। एनालिसिस में क्या है, बड़ा पार्ट को छोटे छोटे पार्ट में डिवाइड करके समझाते थे। अब क्या है, जो पार्ट को जोड़ना है, ठीक है, इट इज बेसिकली अबाउट कंबाइनिंग द कंस्टिट्यूएंट पार्ट्स टू मेक इट अ होल। एंड सिंथेसिस इज द एबिलिटी, क्या एक एबिलिटी है, टू इंटीग्रेट टू कंबाइन different elements or concepts in order to form a sound pattern or a structure, so that a new meaning can be established. जैसे कि creating a unique original product that may be in verbal form or a physical object, ठीक है, combination of ideas to form a new whole. What would you predict or infer from this? What ideas can you add to? How would you create a design anew? What might happen if you combined? So these are syntheses. And last one, this is the higher order. This is the higher order. Okay, highest, you can say also highest order. Okay, highest order of learning skills. That is evaluation. Okay, that is KC. Again, I am saying A2 SE. Knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis. Then you have synthesis and evaluation. Evaluation is the highest order, ठीक है। Now what is evaluation? It involves judgment. क्या है evaluation करना? judgment करने का जो क्षमता उसका अंदर में आता है। It involves judgment made about the value of methods in the way, the value of methods and materials for practice purposes. Evaluation क्या है? एक ability है to come up with judgments about the importance of concepts. Like a businessman selects the most efficient way of selling products. And evaluation क्या है? It involves judgment made about the value of methods and materials for particular purpose. Evaluation is the ability to come up with the judgments. Judgment करने का क्षमता, यानी decision लेने का, यानी that is judgment means here decision लेने का जो क्षमता होता है, that is here. So making, here you see subparts here, making value decisions about issues. Resolving controversies and differences of opinion, or development of opinions, judgment or decision. Development of opinion, judgment और decision, इसको क्या करना है? opinion create करना, development of opinions, judgments और decision. That is evaluation. So we have discussed cognitive domain. That is, again I am telling, cognitive domain is very important for UGC and paper 1. That is, you have cognitive domain. The first part is KC, that is knowledge, comprehension, understanding, application, analysis, synthesis and evaluation. This is how you can remember. Now let's talk about affective domain. Earlier I had discussed that it is based on emotion. Affective domain, so I had talked CAP. So cognitive, affective and psychomotor. So here I had discussed earlier on cognitive. Now what is affective? Affective domain is actually emotion based. Learning is thought of as an intellectual or mental function. Okay, learning क्या है? This learning is thought as an intellectual or mental. However, learning is not only a cognitive function. One can also learn attitudes. Okay, they also can learn attitudes, सीख सकता है, behaviors, physical skills ये भी सीख सकता है. So affective domain is dealing with only emotions, attitude, beliefs. These are the affective domains. And affective domains involves what? That you see feelings, emotions, attitudes. The affective domain involves feelings, emotions and attitudes. This teaching domain includes the manner in which we deal with the things emotionally, such as feelings, values, appreciation, enthusiasm, motivations and attitudes. We have already discussed like that is CAP, that is you have cognitive, affective and psychomotor, and within cognitive there are 6 levels, that is KC, A2, SE. Okay, that is knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis and evaluation. Here our affective domain is also divided. Okay, it has 5 subdomains. Okay, CAP is very important. Again, Again, affective domain is very important here. You see that this domain is categorized into 5 sub-domains which include here receiving, responding, valuing, organization, characterization. ये भी आ सकता है. पहला पार्ट कौन सा है? पहला डोमेन क्या है? How to remember this? Okay, there is a trick. Okay, that is R2. Okay, वोक चार्जर होता है ना, VOC वोक, जो मोबाइल का जो फास्ट चार्जिंग होता है वो. देखो R2 रिसीविंग, पहले तो रिसीव होता है ना, उसके बाद रिस्पॉन्ड कर सकते हो, तो इसलिए R2 रिसीविंग, रेस्पॉन्डिंग क्या है? वैल्यूइंग, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड characterization. So this is the affective domain. Affective domain is dealing with what? Emotions, feelings, values, appreciation. So R2 and VOC, receiving, responding, valuing, organization, characterizations. ठीक है, R2 then value, VOC, वर्ब चार्जर. ठीक है. So affective domain levels में क्या होता है? देखो, receiving means being aware of or attending to something in the environment, that is receiving. Okay, this is the first level. Second level responding, third level valuing, fourth level organization, and fifth level characterization. This is a very important topic. Question often comes from this. Okay, Bloom's taxonomy. First, the most important is cognitive domain, then affective domain as well as a psychomotor domain. Okay, so here what is receiving? Receiving is being aware or attending to something in the environment and showing some new behavior as a result of experience, that is responding. Showing some new behavior as a result of experience. इसका ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? रिसीविंग का listen attentively to listen attentively or voluntarily help set up badminton nets. By the way, here I will be discussing in the below. Okay, receiving क्या है? Receiving क्या है? Involves passive paying attention, being aware of the existence of certain ideas, material or phenomena. ठीक है. What is receiving? Involves passive paying attention and being aware of the existence of certain ideas, material or phenomena. ठीक है, that is receiving. Responding क्या है? Actively participating in the learning process. You are not only aware of the stimulus but reaching out to somewhere. That is responding. That is you are participating in the learning process. So receiving, responding. Then you are what? You are first the ability to see the value, the ode of something and express it. So you are giving the importance, valuing the something. Okay, receiving, responding, valuing. Then the fourth one is here organizing. Organizing क्या होता है? Putting together different values को, information को, ideas को एक साथ में क्या करना है? Organize करना है, put together. Then reading them, उसके बाद क्या करना है? Relate करना है to already held beliefs to create your own unique value system. जो पहले से जो already beliefs हैं, कुछ तो beliefs हैं, लेकिन हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? डिफरेंट वैल्यूज को, इंफॉर्मेशन को, आइडिया को पहले क्या कर रहा है? रिलेट कर रहा है और रिलेट करके उसको हम नया एक ओन यूनिक वैल्यू सिस्टम क्रिएट कर रहे हैं, दैट इज ऑर्गेनाइजिंग. सो डिस्कस्ड R2 and VO, that is receiving, responding, valuing. Then you have here organizing, and the last one is here characterization. Now what is characterization? Acting consistently in accordance with the values you have internalized. It involves to build abstract knowledge. Characterization क्या है? जो तुमका अंदर में internalize कर ले, इसका अंदर में तुम्हारा घुस गया. ठीक है. Acting consistently in accordance with the values you have internalized. यानी जो values को अपना अंदर में तुम समझ कर लिए, यानी you have internalized the value. Okay, and as part that values, okay, you are acting. So acting consistently in accordance with the values you have internalized. जो values अपना अंदर में गया है, जो belief system अपना अंदर में create हुआ है, ठीक है, उसके वजह से, उसके तरीके से तुम क्या कर रहे हो? You are acting. Okay, so affective, so it involves to build, क्या करता है? Abstract knowledge, यानी belief system को create करने में help करता है. That is characterization. Okay. And so affective education takes a long time actually to achieve the objectives. यानी objectives को achieve करने के लिए effective education takes a long time to achieve the objectives. For example, you see, अगर any desirable change the learner's affective behavior cannot be accomplished through a single learner situations. Okay, through a single learning situation बहुत जल्द एक स्टूडेंट का जो desirable change आ नहीं सकता, टाइम लगता है. ठीक है. Now talk about psychomotor, the last one. Here, CAP, cognitive, affective, and then the psychomotor. Psychomotor skill क्या है? That is physically manipulate. So skill in the psychomotor domain describes the ability to physically manipulate a tool or instrument like a hand or hammer. Okay, psychomotor objectives usually focus on change and development in the behavior or skill. Psychomotor motor skill, ठीक है. So skill in the psychomotor क्या करता है, domain में describes the ability to physically manipulate a tool or instrument like a hand or a hammer, ठीक है. The psychomotor domain is broken into following 5 levels. psychomotor domain को भी हम क्या कर सकते हैं, डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. तो इसको कैसे याद रखना है, ओ आई एम पेन, कैसे रखना है, ओ आई एम पेन, ओ I am pen. That is here you see O. That is O or what? O and I is same actually. इसमें observation and here imitation. ठीक है. O I am pen. M there is manipulation. Then you have precision, articulation, naturalization. ठीक है, क्या है? O. ठीक है. I am pen. ठीक है. That is observation. ठीक है. That is then imitation, manipulation, precision, articulation, naturalization. ठीक है. The psychomotor domain is broken into following levels. So CAP में भी डिवीजन था, affective domain में भी, C में भी cognitive domain में डिवीजन था, affective domain में भी डिवीजन था, और P psychomotor में भी डिवीजन है. psychomotor में क्या है, O that is observation and imitation, manipulation, precision, articulation, naturalization. And here you see that observing and imitation, it involves active observation and imitation. It involves active mental attending of a physical behavior and attempted copying of physical behavior. That is the demonstration of a skill by a skilled person, and the learner tries to follow the same. The psychomotor domain involves what? Active mental attending. Active mental attending of a physical behavior or attempted copying of physical behavior. That is the demonstration. क्या है? It is the demonstration of a skill by a skilled person, or the learner, and the learner tries to follow the same. क्या एक डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन होता है, स्किल्ड पर्सन एक डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन देता है, और जो लर्नर क्या करता है उसको फॉलो करता है. डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन ऑफ अ स्किल बाय अ स्किल्ड पर्सन एंड द लर्नर क्या करता है, लर्नर ट्राइज करता है उसको फॉलो करने में. दैट इज ऑब्जर्विंग एंड इमिटेशन. पहले तो ऑब्जर्व करता है, उसके बाद इमिटेट करता है. ठीक है, ऑब्जर्विंग एंड इमिटेशन. ओ आई एम पेन. सो मैनिपुलेट करना. मैनिपुलेशन क्या होता है, मैनिपुलेशन मींस परफॉर्मिंग सर्टेन एक्शंस बाय मेमोरी और फॉलोइंग इंस्ट्रक्शन को फॉलो करके और मेमोरी में जो याद है उसको करके कोई एक्शन को परफॉर्म करना. ठीक है. A learner tries to experiment various aspects like manipulating machinery, equipment. That is manipulation. So O I am. So observation, imitation हो गया, manipulation हो गया, and now I am pen. That is precision. What is precision? That is accuracy in performing various acts increase with practice. क्या है, जितना प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतना accuracy level increase होगा. Accuracy in performing various acts increase with practice. जितना प्रैक्टिस करोगे, जितना तुम प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतना accuracy क्या होगा, बढ़ेगा. That is precision is actually exactly I'll be discussing previous question actually. ठीक है, I'll be discussing previous question as well. Previous questions. After completing one section, I'll be making MCQ questions with previous questions. ठीक है, I'll be coming. So first theory part, then MCQ. Okay. ठीक है. And then articulation. Articulation क्या है? Achieving the desired level of efficiency. This is very important goal. This is very important topic. Okay, achieving the desired level of efficiency and effectiveness by practice. ठीक है. Articulation tricks याद है ना? How to remember कैसे याद है ना? Yeah, definitely I'll be coming with questions. Okay, questions also important. Precision, accuracy. Articulation, achieving the desired level of efficiency and effectiveness by practice. ठीक है. And that is naturalization. Skill is internalized and a learner is able to adapt, modify, naturalize करना. That is skill तो तुम्हें internalize हो गया, और learner क्या कर रहा है, adapt कर रहा है, modify कर रहा है, design new techniques कर रहा है, methods and procedures according to the requirement of a situation. That is naturalization. ठीक है. And here another instruction object was given by Gagne and Briggs classification. Okay, so Gagne and Briggs, that is not so important, but just read it out. Intellectual skills, here they are given intellectual skills, cognitive strategies, verbal information, and motor skills. Okay, and motor skill. ठीक है. as well as attitudes also. ठीक है, and here you see, so intellectual skill, these skills are important for dealing with the environment. They include concept, learning, rule learning, problem solving. That is intellectual skill. Cognitive क्या होता है? Beliefs होता है. It is an internal process by which a learner controls his or her own ways of thinking or learning. ठीक है, that is cognitive strategies. Verbal information refers to the ability to state or declare knowledge that an individual acts. That is verbal. Motor skill तो पता ही है, देखिए कोई कार को स्टार्ट करना, शूटिंग अ टारगेट, स्विंगिंग अ गोल्फ क्लब. These are basically about motions carried out with the brain, nervous system and muscles works together. क्या है? ब्रेन का नर्वस सिस्टम एंड मसल्स एक साथ में काम करता है. दैट इज मोटर स्किल. एंड एटीट्यूड, they refer to an internal state of which affects an individual's choice of action towards some objects, person, event. जैसे कि choosing to visit a museum, that is attitude. So these are not so important, but you must know that Gagne and Briggs also has given these things. Okay. So we discussed here that is CAP. ठीक है. Cognitive domain. That's cognitive domain, affective domain, affective, and the last one is here psychomotor. ठीक है, psychomotor. ठीक है. cognitive क्या है? cognitive जैसे कि KC-A2, कैसे याद रखना है? KC-A2, K means knowledge, C means comprehension or understanding, A means application, another A means analysis, S means we have synthesis, and E means evaluation. The highest order is evaluation, the lowest order is knowledge. ठीक है. The highest order of teaching is actually that is evaluation, and the lowest is knowledge. And effective में क्या है? Effective domain में क्या है? That is I told that R2 VOC, भोग होता है ना, भोग that is R2 means receiving, responding, R1 R is receiving, another R is responding, V is valuing, then O is that is you have organizing, and R2 क्या R2 VOC, valuing, organizing. Last one क्या था? C क्या था? That is here characterization. It was characterization. ठीक है. Valuing, organization, characterization C. और इधर पे जो है साइकोमोटर में क्या है? O I am pen. ठीक है. That is observing and imitation, then manipulation, precision, accuracy and naturalization. ठीक है. O I am, that is observation and imitation, then M means manipulation, precision, articulation and naturalization. This is how you can remember the tricks. Okay. ठीक है. Okay, I'll be ending the video here. I hope you have understood the tricks here. Okay. Here this is this one the higher order. You see, evaluation is the higher order, knowledge is the lower order. ठीक है. KC-A2 SC. ठीक है.